Scorpio new moon and solar eclipse. It's time to clear out some karma. On October 25th, we have a new moon in Scorpio and a solar eclipse conjunct the south node. What does this mean to you? Hi, I'm Patricia Tate with willowgracemystic.com. To receive updates as soon as they come out, please subscribe to my channel. So eclipses are special kinds of new moons or full moons. They happen when the sun, the earth, and the moon, they all occupy the same space, the same plane. Therefore, they interact or perhaps sometimes interfere with each other's light. The most eventful times of the year, they usually coincide with eclipses. They're basically times of alignment. Their goal is to remind us of our life's purpose, to put us back on track. They bring about fast-paced shifts, shocking revelations, and sudden endings and quick beginnings. They're a realignment that put us back on track where we have veered off. So there are 4 eclipses in 2022. All of them happen on the Taurus and the Scorpio axis. So if you have personal planets or if you have angles on your Taurus or Scorpio sector of your birth chart, you need to watch for these eclipses. Now, Taurus rules the 3rd house of local activity, neighbors, communication. Taurus is an earth sign. It's ruled by Venus, which is very earthy, solid, stable, sensual, grounded, material wealth, and property. And Scorpio, it rules the 8th house. It's a water sign. It's fluid. It takes up and fills the container that it's in. And it rules sexuality, birth, death, rebirth, other people's money, finances. Now, both Taurus and Scorpio, their energy is fixed, meaning neither like or want to change. They both prefer energy or events to be predictable, reliable, and stable. So during eclipse time, everyone's going to experience some type of dramatic changes, either in focus, direction, or priority. Now, with this solar eclipse, there's going to be some type of disruption of a regular pattern because this is the first of 2 eclipses in a pair that includes a new moon that's going to be followed 2 weeks later by a full moon on November 8th. Now, normally for a new moon, we discuss fresh starts, clean slates, moving forward, planting seeds, putting out intentions for these great new opportunities. At this time, we don't charge crystals, we don't charge water. It's about being in flow, being open, leaving time for what is already in motion. We don't want to start something new, but we want to learn to flow with what is changing in our lives and what is around us. Now, this eclipse is also conjunct the south node. This means that we look back to the Scorpio sector of your chart. We look for the past, for unfinished business, unresolved problems, issues, emotional difficulties. If we use this as our guide and we combine it with new moon, it represents having to go back and clear out certain areas of your life that are deep, intense, and possibly painful. In order to have the ability to move forward, moving forward might basically mean moving backwards and clearing up things. So we also look to the ruler of Scorpio, which is Mars. Now, Mars is currently moving very slow in the sign of Gemini. It's ready to station retrograde on the 31st of October. This is another reason to slow down, pause, and look back. Think of it as that you're ready to leave your home, you get in your car, you realize you forgot something, your keys. This is a time that you need to slow down, not rush. You need to go back, retrace your steps. Where is the item that you left behind? And so when you're ready to finally leave for your destination, you're prepared. You have everything that you need. So this is a time to review, rethink, and simplify your goals and your strategies. This is not a time for quick moving forward actions, but more of a thought out, slow, and methodical process to make sure you have everything you need in order to move forward. So there's also a square to Neptune. Now the square to Neptune, this energy is very watery. It's very fluid. Remember that water fills up the container that it's in. You can feel this deep, dark, murky. You're trudging through it, and you need to move caution. You need to move with caution as you move forward. This is like the aftermath of a storm or a hurricane in that I need to slow down because I don't know what it is that I'm moving through. Or possibly you sit this out and you wait for things to clear out before you head out. There's 2 ways that you can approach this energy as we move through it. So take a moment, look at what it is that is deep and murky, maybe that you've been avoiding in your life or in your chart, and see what you can do to work through it or clean it up. Remember that Scorpio is not afraid to dig deep emotionally and to work through things. So at this time, you may experience a lot of internal work and working through deep emotions where you've been hurt. You need to take the steps to not brush things off, but to get to the bottom of it, to finally clear this up so you can move forward with new. Now, this eclipse is connected to the South Node. It's all about letting go, releasing, and endings. It represents wanting to connect to the past, but you have to clear it out in order to feel connected to others. So make sure you take time to ground and center. So let's look at each sign. Aries and Aries rising. This eclipse is happening in your 8th house, and the 8th house it represents the income of others, transformation, it's merged energies, it's bonding at the deepest level, it's intimacy, it's sex, it's power, it's psychology, it's mystery. And so at this time, there may be some drama that's illuminated with regards to your spouse's income, or to debt, or taxes, or where you might have made investments. This is also about collaboration and money, capital for loans, or trying to get a loan. This could be your credit cards. This is debt. This is anything that includes where you might have paid off your taxes or paid off the large bills. There could be intimacy that's major, that is ending or has ended its cycle with a person. There could be breakthroughs or power struggles that you have with somebody. You have to look at how are you using your power? Who has power and influence over you? And anything that has to do with investments, cryptocurrency, and the possibility of studying things, spiritual breakthroughs, astrology, palmistry, numerology, new resources. This could be to become a teacher or to use this information for teaching. Anything that's esoteric is found in this house. So solving a mystery, writing, reading about mysteries. This could be marriage or divorce where money is combined or separated. Anything that has to do with the pairing of your resources with somebody else or contracts that are with somebody else. There could be major luck in money and or major expenses. Remember that eclipses in water signs, they're always emotional because it's deeper. The Scorpio is the deepest water sign and they feel things on a deeper, more emotional level. So take the emotional charge off of things before you make some decisions. Learn to manage your emotions with your resources. The 8th house is where emotional patterning is found. This is a perfect time that you're going to need to settle off your debts, pay off any lingering bills, look for financial or guidance or advice in order to manage this and make this happen. Your focus needs to be on the need to be balanced and secure. So ask, what do you need to do to change in order to make you feel comfortable and secure in order to move forward? This can also be a new opportunity for making money and having it come into your life. This can be through investments or inheritance. Taurus and Taurus rising. This eclipse is happening in your 7th house, and this is where you're going to find insight on your relationships, your partnerships, your one-on-one with significant others and clients. This could be aesthetics, arrangements, clients, a new relationship, or the end of a current relationship. There could be a movement to a key relationship with somebody, which could be business or personal. Codependency is also brought to the light when we have eclipses in the 7th house. There could be a boundary issue or a topic that's brought to light that maybe you're working from fear. There could be a goal to gain dependence, and how do you do that with your current relationships? How do you negotiate and work this out? This is also you being accountable for your own actions, you doing the inner work. There could be helpers, practitioners, counselors. They're all brought together to help you reach your goal or to end it. There could be a new person that's brought in to help you move forward, which could be a mechanic, a counselor, a doctor. This could be anybody that's in a field that would be a resource that's coming back to you. This is also the house of agreements, and there could be something that's coming to an agreement that could be brought to the surface. There could be new design projects, or working with your wardrobe or your space, anything that takes up your personal area. There could be movement to build your client list. This may mean that some people are going to be eclipsed out and others will be eclipsed in. Anything that you have unresolved is going to be brought up at this time. There could be some partnerships that are tested. This might reveal some things that might suddenly come to light. Remember that the seventh house, it also represents our marriage partner, our significant other, our business partner, and it could be your adversary or open enemies. Now, this is about finding a balance between what are your needs and what are the needs of others, your partner, your lover, your spouse. You may want to find a balance through compromise and negotiation. This is also a good time if you suddenly find yourself with more social opportunities, or for you to work to acquire new clients or possibly a new relationship with somebody. Gemini and Gemini rising. So this eclipse, it's occurring for you in your sixth house. And the sixth house, it corresponds with your health, your wellness, your daily routines, your mental, physical, spiritual health and well-being. This is about healing and wellness. This could also mean there's a health crisis that's maybe brought to light, or a diagnosis or a solution to something that's been lingering and that you are finally, it's going to be revealed as to a path that you can go to. This could also be getting into a health or wellness routine or regimen. There could be a new practitioner or a new modality that becomes available to you. This is you stepping into a new health routine for yourself, which could mean diet, yoga, acupuncture, any kind of procedure. There could be major closings or shifts of things that could occur at this time. This is about your personal routine and disruptions to shift and put you on something new. You could be moving or temporarily moving into a new place or a new daily routine. Pets are also found in this house, meaning your current pets might need attention, or you might be getting a new pet. There could also be transitions of your pets to a new home or over the rainbow bridge to the afterwards. This eclipse may also illuminate some changes that you need to make necessary in your job and your health routines for your personal health. This could be the surge of emotional energy that you need to look for opportunities to make these positive changes in your daily health and your wellness routine. This could be a physical or mental health issue that is now being brought to light, making this a perfect time to jump into that exercise or nutrition program that you know you have to do in order to feel healthy and be more balanced. This may be a time that a work or project or a job in itself either begins or ends. So this is you not ignoring what's brewing under the surface for your personal health or for the health of your pets. This is you decluttering and organizing your life in order to release things. It's about bringing clarity and joy to your life. Look into supplements or health and wellness routines or spiritual events of yoga, meditation, practicing this or shifting into a different modality of. This can come in and shift something else depending on your experience. Cancer and Cancer rising. This eclipse is happening in your fifth house. I love the fifth house. The fifth house is about you, but what brings you pleasure personally inside. It's the house of creation. It's the house of romance, creativity. It's the house of children, working with children, yours, others. It's about being pregnant or conception or birth or creating babies. It's birthing an idea, birthing an activity or a creative music or art or something that you are personally working on. This could be new projects that come in or they move along or birthing one. This is about you finding a hobby to make money. This could be you streamlining how you have fun and what does fun mean to you. This is a time when you might have hidden talents that come out. Anything that you have that's on display. This could be you leading a group, modeling, acting, people listening to you, something that you didn't know that you were good at. This is you trying something new. This is your role as a leader that could now come out, and people are now going to notice you. Stepping into a new chapter, possibly with creative activities or with children. Demands may test your romantic affairs. They may pull you in two different directions. What is meant to be is going to last, and what is not will not. This eclipse can cast a shadow over your pleasure-seeking fun activities. This could be about your children going through their own changes, their own growing pains. This could also be positive with someone having a baby or beginning a new beginning for your child, going off to college, going off to starting a new career or moving, starting something new for them that will affect you. It could also be about you starting a new creative project or activity in your life. Leo and Leo rising. This eclipse is occurring in your fourth house. The fourth house is of home, family. It's all being illuminated. It is all being seen from the outside. This could be you moving to a new place or a different or a second residence for you. It could be temporary. This is maybe you getting your house ready for a sale, or someone in your home moves out, or someone moves back into your home, or you have a partner moving in with you in your home. This could be you using your home as a home-based business. Pay attention to any repairs or additions that are needed with your home right now, because they are going to be brought to the light of things that need to be done. There could be a focus on family dramas that have been simmering under the surface and they're now going to erupt. This could be solutions or healings or marriages, new children. All of this is up for realignment with this eclipse in this house. There could be finding out you have a new relative, working with genealogy. This could be you looking into past lives with the attention to what is happening now as a result of what has happened to you before. This could be a time that you need to focus on finding a balance between your time and your energy spent with work and with home, and making sure that you're being fair and equitable with what you give out to work with how much you are at home. This could also be a balance that's needed for your public and your personal lives. Now is going to be a time for you to get your priorities in order, and for your work, your home, and finding a balance that will support everybody. Some of you may have a major work or career projects that are coming to fruition or an ending or a big shift in them. Virgo and Virgo rising. This eclipse is happening in your third house, and this is the house that there could be some drama that will involve technology, communication. This could be with phone, email, text, anything that's over the internet. Modes of transportation, your car, your vehicle, forms of travel, mobility, education, your close neighbors, or your siblings. This is the house of your daily routines that can change dramatically. This is also short distance travel, or your education plans. They may materialize of classes or workshops that you've been wanting to take, and now you're able to do it, possibly from home or through Zoom or through the internet. There may be some major life events that are affecting your neighbors or your siblings. This might, and then this will have an impact on you. You might gain an entirely different perspective on a matter that you've been mulling over, and a revelation of an idea. So the idea of communication and how we communicate, how we experience someone else, all of these things are going to serve as reflectors so we can identify what do we need to adjust in our lives so we can quit attracting specific energy that we do not want with us. Devices. This is the third house, is the house of buying or new or updating all forms of technology. There might be systems that need to be updated. Your mail might need to be updated. Transportation, mobility modes, your purchasing, new. You have to pay attention to anything that has to do with your communication with others in the outside world, and your mode of transportation, workshops, classes, and anything that you can do from home, and your neighbors, anything that is close to you. Physical relatives, they could be coming back into your life. This is also the house, since it's the house of technology, it's the house of writing and editing. So maybe something that you worked on before is going to come back up, and now you're going to be able to complete it. So go back, finish, and dust off all old things that you have put on the shelf. Now's the perfect time. This is also the house of how we are imprinted by others as we're growing up. So social settings, notable interactions, this is the house where during an eclipse, you may run into somebody who could be from your past or could be meant to be guiding you on a path or a connection for the path that you're moving forward with. You need to respond to what is occurring. You need to look into it and not question, and look for the opportunities that it is bringing you. Follow your instinct and be accountable for your own actions. Own your part. Libra and Libra rising. This eclipse is occurring in your second house. This is the house of values, feelings, self-worth. It's your cash, your property, your possessions. It's anything that's of value to you. It's your personal. It's your finances that are going to take center stage. You may get a heads up of something that you need to take notice of to make it necessary for financial changes in your life, maybe that you've been putting off. This could be money that's coming in the way of a form of a financial settlement, or this could be also you paying off some debt. This could be wills, joint finances. There could be sharing issues at this time that come up, that of what is yours, what is mine, what is ours, and how do we find a balance between this? Finances, budgeting, major purchases, your income, sustainability, all of these things are what you're going to be looking at during this eclipse. This is about you being able to rely on your inner resources instead of your outside resources. You will be taking a look at your environment, the earth, building security, questions about these things, meaning, do you have enough? Do you need to increase your savings? Do you need to decrease your debt? Can you pay off some debt? All of these questions are what you are going to be working on. This is about your inner work that's based on your self-esteem to get more money. What is your value? To get a raise or get a promotion. This is you saying, I want to start a business, or I want to end a business. I want to close or open some whole projects. This is you saying, I need to develop a way of how I can have financial freedom, and what is my financial role as things improve. So you could be starting a side gig or a business, and it'll take flight at this time. This is you focusing on your financial comfort zone and put your needs to the forefront to make yourself feel safe and secure at this time. Scorpio and Scorpio rising. This eclipse is occurring in your first house of self. It's about how you present yourself. It's how other people see you. This may be a time for you to change your image, how people see you. This could be you redefining your personality in some manner or some way. You, at this time, you're wearing your heart on your sleeve right now. You are feeling your feels. This is a really good time for you to put your wants and your needs first. There may be some kind of conflict or drama involving your partner, your significant other, or with clients that you are working with. This also includes your physical body. So at this time, there could be major weight loss or weight gain. This is all for a healthier you. The weight gain can be in muscle. This is also where some illness can manifest as what is the next major step that I need to take care of for my wellness, to have a breakthrough or a healing or a resolution. This is all about you physically, internally, and externally, what other people see. So your image of yourself can be seen as a breakthrough or a change in how you see yourself. So it could be you becoming pregnant, or seeing yourself as a parent or a grandparent. You can possibly want to identify as a gender, or this could be you saying, I'm a teacher, I'm a Reiki master, or whatever new career that you're in, giving yourself a name or a label that goes along with it. There could also be some form of recognition. Now this could be good, or this could be scandal. Your name or your image is going to be out there, and things are going to come to the light, and all eyes are going to be on you at this time. You need to own yourself and being seen in the public. Appearance is often a radical change, possibly in your wardrobe or your body. And there could be an identification to how you identify yourself with looking forward with how you are being perceived, and you come into alignment with who you are at your core. Now, as things come to the light, make a plan to get your vision of your true self. Seek help or support in this step so you can make it to the next chapter of your life with your tribe, your friends, a counselor, a mentor, anybody or anything that supports you stepping into the new you and the realignment of who you are meant to truly be. Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. This eclipse is occurring in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house is the house of shadow, self-undoing, isolation, hidden supports. It's also high emotions, especially for water, and this is the deepest of the water signs. So this is you feeling it, knowing it. This is also your dreams and issues with sleep. Dream activity, stepping into working with your dreams would be a perfect what you should be doing right now and embracing it, possibly journaling about this. Lucid dreaming, dream travel, astral travel, dream energy, anything that has to do with you and the shadow or the dark or where you sleep. This is you connecting with ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, connecting with your people who have the loved ones who are here to guide us and move us on, or to give us the information to move forward on our correct path. This house is about harnessing mastery of your subconscious. It's mastery of your mind, especially when you are sleeping. This house is also includes mental instability, showing where you need to work and where spiritual breakthroughs and fears can be manifesting or can be healed and worked on. This also includes addictions at this time and overcoming them or working with them. If you have fears, it's about your inner journey to find the resources to help clear out this energy so you can work with this. This is a time for you to heal your mind, either through hypnosis, biofeedback. This is you ridding yourself of fear. So take an active role and heal any imbalances. Heal or educate yourself. Get the books. Go get the YouTube videos. Find a retreat. Do something that works inner work for you. Own your sacred space. Honor it within your home. Take time to earth, connecting outside, walking, being amongst trees and plants. Ground yourself, cut cords and shield. Take a nice salt bath. Use meditation and have oils and prayer. Anything that you can use to clear up your auric field. This is going to help your psychological state. Use your subconscious space to complete or create space and time for the topic of your dreams and your mental well-being to move forward. You could also have major breakthroughs for addictions that if you need to face them to get help and freedom from to remove them, work through them. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean like drugs or alcohol. It's any kind of an addiction that you may feel that you do not have control over that part of your life. Face your fears. This is the house of creative projects, completing them, creating space and time for this topic. You could have major breakthroughs to help you gain freedom from traumas that you have worked through. Look for outside support and inner accountability to clear up anything that you are working on. This could be major spiritual insights or support from people who have crossed over. This lunation may have you recognize an overwhelming need for rest and spiritual renewal. So you taking the time to go on the retreat or retreat within your own home. You have been so busy lately and there's been so many everyday activities. You're deeply involved in your work and your daily routine. So now it's time for you to find that balance with your life and some downtime, some me time, some you time. This focus needs to be on you, your mental, physical, and spiritual health. Otherwise, you simply just won't feel complete when this is over. This lunation is illuminating an area of your life that you've been putting off because your focus has been on other people. Because it's in your 12th house, this is also about secrets that may come to light or emerge at this time or be revealed. There could also be a desire for you to do something risky, private, or in secret. There can also be a work project that you've started that may come to an end or a completion. Capricorn and Capricorn rising. This eclipse is occurring in your 11th house. Now, the 11th house is where you are out in society. It's the reception and welcome that you receive when you are out there in the public. It's the traditional house of friends, but can also include your work colleagues and your social circles. This can be online social circles or groups or clubs or organizations that you belong to. It may be the traditional house of friends, but it can mean new friends or a key contact comes into your life. This could also be the ending of a friendship through a falling out or a move. There could be a change in your friendships, maybe that's something that was not healthy. There could be a change to your place in a group or of finding your tribe, or possibly you're feeling alienated or needing to find a place where you belong. Usually when this occurs in my 11th house, I will go through groups that I belong to or clubs that I belong to or activities that I belong to and weed out and say, this no longer serves me. I don't participate in this anymore. And then I search out new or with like-minded individuals to broaden my horizons. This is a time of new friends, key contacts that could be in a friendship. There could be a change in your group, and so there could be dating opportunities that come from this group. So this is about you outside in your community. Maybe you are stepping away, maybe you're launching a community-based network that you are going to work through. This could be for money or for pleasure. With this lunation, some of your friendships could also be tested, or your relationships to groups or organizations could experience some bumps along the way. You might be looking for personal validation from your friends and within your social circles and groups and may not receive it. There could be a major event that occurs at this time that involves either your child or somebody's child that's very important to you or your romantic partner. There could be a culmination of a creative project that you've started that will come to an end, or this could be you starting a new project. Aquarius and Aquarius rising. This eclipse is occurring in your 10th house of career or where society sees you. So this is the house that reveals your strengths, your weaknesses, how you cope with rules, how you cope with authority, your professional path. Your work is going to be highlighted. There's going to be your job, your boss, your coworkers. There could be you ending a job. You could be fired. There could be retirement, or it could be a lateral movement within your job or your career. This is also about fathers or father figures that come into focus. Maybe your dad is moving, or maybe they get ill, or there's a relationship that's strained, or there's a collaboration of working with them. Authority figures, clashes, this could be with bosses, the police, management, everything is covered in this house. This could be you finding your path with money or stepping out into the world. This is discovering what you're supposed to be doing, your path that you're supposed to be moving towards. This is you with discipline and responsibility, and the eclipse may remove some of these things from your life if you've been following it and to your best and highest good. This could also mean a child could be leaving home, or you reach a goal, or you need more responsibility, and more responsibility will be put upon you at home or with your career. You might need to come up with a strategy or to have ownership of your own life or a life plan in order to move forward with. With this lunation, you may feel the need to review or change your career goals or your focus of the direction in which you want to move towards. Career matters may come to a head, or personal or domestic or family or home matters may also be, something may be revealed or illuminated that you need to focus on so you can have a balance between home and work. This eclipse may require you to do something at a moment's notice and keep your head in order to prove that you are competent with your boss or anybody who is over you with your career. Pisces and Pisces rising. So this eclipse is happening in your 9th house, and the 9th house covers higher education, higher thought, foreign people, foreign things, foreign food, travel. It's about teaching. You as a teacher, you as a student, how do you do your work? You getting educated, you educating others, your learning journey. Any kind of schooling could come to an end, or you could literally go down a different path. This is you writing, publishing, speaking. You have a message to share, and this is about sharing it out in the public, expanding your horizons. New projects, publishing projects, completing or launching a book. This is you maybe going to an international venue or traveling with others or connecting with others from other countries that are far away. This is about transfer or sharing of ideas and thoughts and solutions and solving problems with a different mindset. This is you having new optimism, a new viewpoint, a new belief system, or leaving a path and looking onto something new. This could be you having a new philosophy or seeing something with a new light. This could be working with a church or spiritual work as your focus. New resources in spirituality could be revealed. There could be a new tool or travel or project that makes you feel out of your comfort zone and want to learn more about. Teaching and learning, taking the knowledge that you have, sharing it like a book or a blog or a workshop, a Zoom. This eclipse may have you take your knowledge and have a creative flow in order to share it with others. This includes different cultures, you diving into different languages and people that share the same experiences or different experiences so you can compare and contrast and expand both of your minds. This is you having a thirst for adventure, and learning may now come into focus for you, and it'll be stronger, and you will not be able to resist and gathering enough information. It's like, I cannot get enough. Where do I get more books? Where do I get more information? How can I take another class on this? This is also a time that you will want to plan for fun. You're going to want to change directions. You might want to take a leap of faith. There will be some type of important beginning or culmination that has an ending to it, like a graduation, or this could be a job or something that you are leaving out of to dive into something new. This could be where the student becomes a teacher moment. If you're in a business or in education or a writer, this is also a time where you will have an opportunity to connect to a wider audience.